Well, the weekend's over, and this is the beginning of my video because I didn't turn my mics on, or I don't remember. Something happened. I don't remember. So this weekend, what I wanted to do was a list of things, right? I wanted to figure out where I was going to mount my trans cooler, but I couldn't figure that out, and I quit because it didn't want to go where I wanted it to go. Holy crap, this thing's a lot bigger than I thought. It's not even going to fit there. Holy moly, dude. Huh. I thought it would have fit, but there's not enough space. Frick. And I also wanted to figure out where my remote oil reservoir filter location was. My remote oil filter was going to be located, but I don't think I can figure that out until the truck has a motor in it, so I couldn't do that. And also, I finally figure out what I'm going to do for my bag setup. So I mount my air tanks and my manifold and my compressors, and I think it's going to look pretty sweet. We don't know what color I should paint them, so I want you to let me know what you think. You'll see that in a little bit. And yeah, really, where do I put this? That's gonna drive me insane. I'm not gonna be able to sleep tonight, not knowing where I'm gonna put this. I feel like I should probably explain this a little bit. When I first got the truck and I got my air system, I was really excited about mounting the air system and making it look good, so I made this. And the purpose of this was to mount everything, make it look cool, but I had no measurements at all on what dimensions I needed. So I just made it and it was cool, and then I put it to the side, and then because the motor is so high and the rear end is so high, the drive shaft is really high, so it's in the way of anything in the middle of the bed, and then I have the gas tank in the back, so the tanks can't go there, and then it's a short bed, and the tanks are 36 inches long, so they really couldn't go parallel to the truck in front or behind the wheels or anything because there's just not enough room. I thought I tried everything. They wouldn't fit on the frame, they wouldn't fit in any cool place in the bed, and I guess I was thinking they had to be parallel to each other, or kind of, you know, next, each one on each side of the bed or something. I thought I considered everything until the other night in bed. I was thinking I didn't do one of the most obvious things. And so this is what I'm doing now, seeing if they'll fit in that obvious spot, which happens to be a really good spot and the only spot they'll fit. So let's get these tanks in there and I'll show you how the rest goes. So before, when we tried to figure this out, I thought it wouldn't fit anywhere in the bed, this tank, right? This is one of my two tanks, which is beautiful, by the way. And it wouldn't fit in the bed because I was, I guess, focused on either using that fixture that I made in a past video that you might have seen, and then I was just set on having them on either side, like one on each side, but I didn't, I guess, try to do it.
One on each side of what?
One on each side of the truck. Like not in front and behind each other, but next to each other, I guess.
Because where did we originally discuss putting them that
Originally,
worked?
they were going to be right up here.
No. Originally, they were going to be right here.
Oh yeah, right here.
And then the gas tank was going to be up here, but somebody decided to change all of that.
This is a better place for the tank. And I tried to put this everywhere, I thought. And then I was going to resort, because I made a cross member under this tank, so I was going to resort to cutting that cross member out, making a new one, putting it forward, and dropping this down 4 inches, and then it'd be like that close to the ground when I was aired out, and I don't really want to do that. And then I was thinking and thinking and thinking, and then I was like, did I even try? Oh shit. Can you go grab this big white box and move it? So then I was thinking, did I even try to put it above the drive shaft? So I have the drive shaft jacked up in the front because the engine's not there, and I have the back lowered all the way to bring it up as far as it can go. And for some reason, I didn't think of it going right here. And so I'm going to put one like here, They're gonna be this way. I can put one here,
Standing on those little feet.
yeah, and put one here. And that'll be that. I'll make a bracket coming off of this part here. Put one there and one there. And it's gonna be totally fine as long as it's behind my hinges and not hitting anything, which even here it's not gonna hit the drive shaft.
You mean in front of your hinges?
Behind.
In front.
I'm behind the front of my truck right now. So as long as it's behind the hinges.
No one would say that this is behind the hinges.
Yes,
but
it is
sure.
because this is the front of the truck. So
Okay.
it's literally behind the hinges.
Okay.
How is that in front of the hinges if it's behind them?
You're hilarious.
If you're sitting in the driver's seat of the truck, this is behind the hinges.
This is in front of the hinges. It's not in relation to the rest of the truck. It's in relation to the opening. So this would be in front and this would be behind the hinges.
No, this is in front of the hinges. This is behind the hinges.
Yeah, if it's in relation to the entire truck.
Yes,
which
it
it's
is in
not.
relation to the entire
The
truck.
way that you're describing it is, but that's lunatic.
No, that's the way it works.
How a lunatic describes things. Are you a
No.
serial killer?
You're a fucking nutcase.
Is that what you do when you go to work? Is you're actually just off serial killing random women?
You know, there is one issue with this.
What's that?
The drain plug
Where's the drain plug?
in the middle of the tank.
Oh, it's in your butt.
But I guess if I keep it perfectly, God, that's gonna be close with the drain plugs on there. Good thing the drive shaft is offset. I should go get the drains,
See how long we're
put it on the tank, and
Yep.
then try it.
Yeah, because if you have the drains, don't you then have a hose that comes out of it as well too?
And this tank is the newer one, and it's a lot nicer than the other one because the other one's all scratched up from messing with it. So I'm gonna go grab the other tank too. So I'll be back.
No, you'll be forward. Because in relation to the truck, you'll be coming from the forward south.
All right.
And we're back.
Got a drain on there.
One small step for man, one giant step for
All right.
a giant? No.
Let's see.
One giant step
To
for
make the
man,
most out of it, I'll make it go that way.
one small step for a giant.
Man. I don't
So
know.
what did you do? You attached it there just to, because you get all
That's the drain.
Yeah.
Right. And then this is going to be connected to a T that's connected to the other drain.
Yup.
And if that is. Oh, this hurts so bad laying on this shit at my age. Bah.
Is it rubbing? Because that's going to be spinning, isn't it?
Nope. Why would that be spinning?
The drive shaft doesn't spin?
Yeah, it spins, but it doesn't like move around while it spins.
No, I know, but that'll be rubbing on the thing, though.
No, it's not touching. It's up.
Okay.
And this is aired out.
Are you
So
sure about this?
at ride height, it'll be farther away. So, yep, that's gonna work there.
Perfect.
And then hold your finger at the end of where this tank is. Nope, at the aft side of it.
I don't know what that means.
At this edge
you
closest
make
to
no
me.
sense.
Go, yeah. And so then this one needs a little extra room. Boom.
And forward, front and back and aft and port and I don't know this
Done,
shit.
bro.
Not on a fucking...
So I did some measuring, and from the outside of this frame to the outside of the other frame, going across the bed was, crap, I forget, was 30, from the outside of that frame, the outside of that frame was 37 inches, I think, 37 inches. And on my tanks here, from the inside of the mounting points, it was 19 inches. So 37 minus 19 is 18. So I made these brackets. So this is how the bracket will look from the side. These are 7.5 inches down from the top of the frame to the bottom of this frame. So that's going to hang down 7.5 inches to here, and then out 9 inches here. And so this is 9 inches, the same thing for the other bracket. So that's 18, which gives me a gap between edge from edge on them, which 19 inches, which is the same as these. So those tanks are gonna bolt here, and then this will weld to the frame on this side, and the other one on that side. And the tanks will bolt in like that on both sides, and I can have my tanks mounted. So hopefully that works out good enough. Bolt these tanks in, hold them in place, see how they look. And then after I know it works, I'm gonna grind out this and weld those in, and then figure out where my compressors and my manifold are gonna go. So I will see you once I know those tanks fit or not. All right, let's see if I can get a decent view of this without my GoPro falling over, which it does. So I moved the forward tank back 1.5 inches, and me and Elise stuck it in here and opened the gate, the door, the bed, whatever, and everything worked out. So let's hold it up in place real quick and get a look at it. So it's clear, and it'll clear the drive shaft. I already found that out last time, and then that's good right there. And then I need to figure out what I'm going to do with the compressors. I don't know if I'll mount them here. I was thinking I could also right here, so you won't really see them. I don't know if you need to see them or not. And then I got the manifold too. Yep, I quit for the day. I'm beat, and I'm tired, and I'm a little frustrated. And when I'm beat, tired, and frustrated, it's time to quit. So if you don't remember, I had this thing cut out on a water jet, so that it would be perfect, and so I designed this whole thing. There's a video on it, but it was made so I could have 1 tank, 2 compressors. I was gonna mount my manifold here, and then have these bulkheads, to run my lines through, and I made it without knowing how much room I'd have, and I don't have enough room, and this is gonna work, and now I got an extra tank. And I don't wanna like sell it or completely discard it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut out this part, take this, flip it around, and weld it so it comes up at an angle like this. And then I'm gonna still use this somewhere. So what I did is I measured out the distance between the frame rails so that I can make a bracket and bolt it between the frame rails somewhere where it'll fit, so it could still look cool. My plasma cutter sucks. If you can tell me why my plasma cutting is so bad. Like, I go over the spots and it melts the metal, turns it into some like magma, and then right after my plasma cutter passes it, it like closes up behind it and like welds itself back together, and I can just keep going over and over and over, and I don't know what. I go faster, I go slower, I turn the air up, I turn the voltage up, turn the air down. I don't know what I'm doing in order to know what I'm doing wrong. My plasma cutter sucks at cutting this 3/16 stuff, but I finished off the brackets that hold the tanks, and this is also going to hold the compressor.
What is this? Oh, hold on, this looks kind of blurry. Can you see it on the front side? Does it look blurry to you?
I don't know, whatever, I don't give a shit. And then this side also, but my plasma cutter sucked and I got impatient. So it's a little bit, whatever, who cares, doesn't matter, you're not gonna notice it. And then what is it, the cream of the crop, the crème de la crème, what's that word?
Crap de la coupe?
The croupe de la crème?
Yeah.
The cream of the cars
I think it's cream of the crop.
Cream, try a little creme. That right there. I think that looks so sweet. I don't know. Okay, don't do that with the camera because that footage kind of sucks. So that's cool. And my plan with this,
Oh yeah, let me see how it's mounted on the back there. Nice.
my plan with this is to move this tank out of the way so I don't kick it and break it. My pants ripped all the way up the side.
You do that all the time.
I'm gonna bolt this.
Pants rip in the same spot there.
I'm gonna bolt this right here,
Right, chill.
right there.
Right, chill.
I'm gonna bolt it to the bag plates. That way it's removable so I can work on my rear end.
Oh, working
Probably
on
be
your
about,
rear end, dude.
about right there.
Uh-huh.
What do you think?
I like it.
Yeah, I think that's gonna look sweet.
Yeah. Yeah, thanks. Up there, where'd you figure out you're gonna put your compressors?
I literally just showed that.
You didn't say anything about the compressors.
Yes, I did.
I didn't hear you.
And then my compressors are gonna mount to the side of these. That's what I said.
You know I don't pay attention to
I
shit
said
you
it.
say.
So yeah, but you're not really gonna see my compressors, right? Because this is
Yeah.
gonna be right here. You know.
I hope you appreciate that fancy camera work that I just did.
So my compressor is going to be kind of hidden and impossible to work on. So what I think I'm going to do when I do my bed is make a couple boards here that are easy to remove
Uh-huh. So you
If I
can
need to-
get down in there.
if I need to maintain my compressor.
Maintain your compressor.
Mm-hmm.
Under high pressure situations.
Maybe
you
I'll
gotta
even just
maintain
make
your
this
compressor.
just open all the way like that.
Yeah. Its own little
I
door.
don't
Yeah. That'd be easy enough. Why not?
And then I could like store things there, like cases of Pepsi and like diaper bags.
Whose diaper bag are you storing there?
It's like a
It's a thing.
sextopus because it's 6, not 8.
So you're gonna paint that black or you're gonna paint it green?
I was thinking about that, and I might paint it green,
I think it'd look good green.
and the
Yeah.
tanks green.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like that'd be a lot of green, but yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Y'all let us know what you think. What you should paint the tanks and that board, because remember that's gonna go in here. We got green on the sides. We got black in the middle. So when you open it up, like what you're gonna see is like the color scheme. Like think about that.
Well, I don't want to leave these that color.
Okay, but yeah, but you have a couple options:
Like what?
green or black.
I want to do black. Black is boring. Black will show dirt a lot easier too. So I think green. I don't think it's going to be too much. I think the air tank setup is going to look sweet. So I get to mount that and paint everything hopefully next weekend. And stay tuned for that. Peace out. God damn it. Fuck everything.